Nana Fokuo Dwomo Matemu ade ama oheneba Nana Esiedu na nonkono ana yebesori dwumedi so ama sports enso abetoa so eduru memenda say next state of Ghana eduru so a na eye nipa baako bi a Ghana ma nyina tie no Ghana ma nyina hwe no eba no se yanko abakosebu eba no se yanko amamre wu nsemu eba no se yembonwura osummu eba na gudie mu nsem so a wonimu pa wabene mu se emra de menka ho asem ne enema wudo bebre ene onimu enti media me friend of philosopher nidi ade lawyer Nana Obiri Boahen mijini se watena se wafa pen no paper ono de aya na wonkuta hwe na ne ho onwanwa ogye ne ho ago ntia se se nya se bi anka kan ni beji nyame ehira no enti fa pen no paper ne obeka bia no ebia na uwunim na wachro na etimi aboa na Ghana de nyame ennom ye ne nya ne soso bi nka ho na yentimi nkoye nim lawyer na Obiri Boahen atrase mama ba Nana Kwame the Tema boy TV man junior ono so master control room na me director so have prepare me di omudi ebetuja lawyer that is saying
foku nyame adaroma
afisha panso
afin commission ya ho
na me ayadom ama afiasa akwa apra betu e bio
enya fo say nyankopon na beda na ase ebia we maybe the last program meboa
yes
nti mechi amanfo mada amanfo ase amincha bebe kubaji na
kubaji
yeah
kubaji
and sister
hey
amincha bebe kubaji ra mano Teresa Obiri Boahen Benedicta Obiri Boahen Givens Daniela Emanuela Sophia Sonia Obiri Boahen
okay
mecha mina na mecha me bi so free Canada ba Toronto ba ke friend Nancy one ni abema Stefan anso mecha omo free Canada Toronto aba omo baba bidi Brunya
good
omo ba no mecha pa from Toronto mecha omo mamen so omo mamen so on dey wabada dada your friend Grace appear Grace so aba cha da Ghana. Now my member we so me been Fisher Pa Mr. Oza former assistant director St. James.
Okay.
My man Fisher Pa. Mecha lawyer Otuesa the late Otuesa Labusha fallen number nyina. O china wo mo 10th anniversary. Okay. But unfortunately I'll say I'm a product of Otuesa.
Okay.
I'm a product of Otuesa.
Any waboye.
Waboye me pa. Unfortunately, I'm not mini sunyane in recent times. Inti mechia na yere no echa ene nkwara no nyina mechia wo mo pa. Esanse me kwa me ma bi oji se na sie no ma me nchia ebi so o ma ya ade ama me. Ellen Amadaku. Yes, the new patriotic party.
Yes.
She has been very good to us.
Good
to us. I oba umia company.
Yes.
Master Planner Junior. Very good. Enoch Nyako. Kofi Kansa. I mean a lot of them.
Yeah.
I love there's one Wisdom Gomashi. Wisdom Gomashi okay. Also a good number of them as I go on. Fancy comedy. Yes, so. Yeah. That was massive. But didn't know 1 2 dinner and just say me refuse that be because you go so kono na me dani pabi brase and you sustained the tempo for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia and I wish sir you continue to sustain the tempo. Ya da man for nyina say makia macha manfo madam manfo ase no so no yema Fisher Pa no amenya point of correction be last week me buy makababi se tafo omontam no eyenwa na am so mudwanwa am source of information na menyae no meka ne no na me na me amanti ase ya na mahuni na me do bi na na bi o tafo dechi a friend na dechi o tafo frame ya ka kire me se na eyenwa eyedwa tafontam dwa katafo henentam dwa enye nwa and you know source of ina menya ne NNWA nwa ene nwa ntina tafo na da chimi da wase so but I agree at the time wa kwaman ene tafo koye no na asante mai nti tafo omo ajemana koto ene osetutu bedi akonya no che kakra ansa na ebe dane abaye no asante enti from the kwaman for source no omo ne tafo koye no omo defiti tafo no omo chi ajemana koto no omo pa ni yam se na meka se omo dwante se wan omo pa ni yam hwe se na koma na yetu the tafo for source che se ntesa na mo ntama kwaman for beto hwe wo mo so no na wo mo aye na ajima kotawu we ya no mu se omo
hwe omo so
beto hwe omo so
na so omo di omo mfrechi
nti omo dwane ye
pofiri mu
na omo kwaman for no pai na koma hwe se na he was very brave so na ni papa when na such type of bravery no pai na koma no enti da another chiso of tafo so it was oforikan tafo oforikan mom na ne penso na santeman bai asanteman ba tafo oforikan ne penso tafo oforikan ne penso so me da was sometimes these are things that so me bana me yam from soa na bitimi frewo na wa kiro mu no I'm extremely happy I'm extremely happy but also baby bi de on be fra wajim dodo adan wo kan yasembi nkan yasembi wan kan ye wajim and you know they are bloggers uji se tafo omo ni bloggers
omo bloggers
and so when say tafo ni blogger bia ma out amedi watem
that be
tafo ni blogger bia ma out amedi watem he just called lawyer my discussions and tell ya na say anya be so no be di oforikai na be di o say oforikai o say okay and so people yabeka asante for no more because you know one way else you can be back TikTokers ni bi not BBS nanim wajim wa boa wa kwasia wajim wan kan sem ni ye so we continue to talk about something we continue to talk about gonja mamprusi dagomba ahanta anwon frafra I will continue to be talking about most of this because utia
I'm not correct you
yes sir
yeah.
But there are some people I will not be talking about them. Why? Because some of their bloggers or their TikTokers will be insulting you.
Media maker say say be a tin woman yanti near me be ase at the right time. Woman betiase enna wonu mo ahemfo woman penim fo ni bi wo ho a e bia wo mani beje ne wo ye no ho pa nanso ene mafoi binum a wo yanti near ma ase na media me say ene mafo no a social media kwanyanti if you say would deepen mu bi atem a na che say ubenya views obe popular no saa de no de nukure die eni die nim obuo nim enye subampa nti atanie ne de ubetimi aka wadwen at eni atem
okay that is betimi aba say anwolo de be bra meta kan nyina na bia meka metwa but the anwolons will call you and teach you
yes
so I feel comfortable to discuss anwolon mamprusi dagomba gonja frafra you know what a hunter
yes
sashi
yes
you know any binum
yes
but you know you don't feel comfortable talking about some areas because of you know me can some wo ha e ma chema bua kwa bi mfren kan se udi tro tom dabi they will take it and if there's a point of correction
yes
they will call you they will I mean so
good.
You know
and you said they okay
another issue so me discussing says okay ya na no joda ura for be sai kire otumfo ana bechem so omso be sai kire otumfo ayetimi nko abraye nya ho abakosem bitam bia ba you know ura for the any very interesting ura for no frikuntanase
Contancy.
Diana banana no contancy ni contan. Dia contan. And Rawa no, the history has it said ahini bi kwama hini bi no asante hini bi bedidie ate ko kwama bedidie na omgidi say food poisoning na ko fa nsem bebre baaye ema kuntanse hini bi baaye omfre no ma no baaye na omsi onim hu bi eku no enti ma na asefo no tuye ti omutuye no na omudi kan ekọ omkotena aburi Peduase Aburi. And when they settled, now ben and present day Aburi Botanical Gardens. Aburi Botanical Gardens. Also, I'm Kakrano. I think that was TC baby, but when I'm cutting for 40 years. After 40 years, now I'm 2 years. No, I'm called Nkonya. In the present day Oti. Okay. So I'm called Nkonya. Now Konya send me by. No, so called the present day Uraura. So the present day Uraura for no trade it to me a kuntanse. So or Babe Saichiro Utumfua Unti. No, because we cry for America. Oba Osimaye DNA Nichesemi Henny, Entime Baba, and we think that is a plaza. Now, Raura, on the Oba. Oba from so that it talks about the history of the Rara for Nano Omben. Maybe at an appropriate time, maybe full discussion on the Rara, but the Raras are now Rara and Sen Oba appreciated there's a commission, a commission of inquiry in Volta region chieftaincy. Who's the first now a Volta region? Good. That commission was set up in 1973. That commission to go into the chieftaincy in Volta regional. And we call it Nana Ajimambadu Commission of Inquiry into Chieftaincy. 1973. At Nana Ajimambadu, the late Omahene of Doma. That was his commission of inquiry in 1973. A champion. Eti Oyen Shishemu. And I say Ye Chieftaincy Act na or 2409 LI 2020 no. That's a Volta region alone. Ya wa manhene ha. Volta region alone. Ya wa manhene ha. Wa ha. 100. Now a product of Nana Ajimambadu Commission of Inquiry, which was set up in 1973 by Kutu Echampo. Ignatius Kutu Echampo. In fact, Nana Ajimambadu was a pivot of CPP. CPP Kessie. The same Nana Ajimambadu na kusasi mamprusi. Ahun sa yabakan kakre. And also committee na la list of one the Governor General Namtiye, Adot Tankuman Fuasono. Nana Ajimambadu was also a member of that committee. So the mamprusi kusasi the Bidumekano. Yabua for the committee, Bisubekana Ajimambadu committee, Bisubekana Boahen committee, Untia. But I wanted to be on record say, Oma ya appointed Wamuninano, they were and a CPP mu Kesiapa. And the same Nana Ajimambadu played a major role with the creation of the Bono region in April 1959. He played a major role. The Boron champion of who started in 1955. No? You cannot talk of the Boron champion without mentioning Nana Ajimambadu of Doma, Anna Drobo, Anna Bechem, Anna Kwasia Prekudomase, Anna Kukum from Pong. This is our history. So that is the role, the contribution of Nana Ajimambadu. Okay. And then Bechem is so no beside Nana Joda. Bechem for ni Nsuta. Nsuta ya Bechem Nsuta. Aha. Ahwenye. Omo hene ba kon, omo pay ba ahwenye ene bofo akwa. In fact bofo akwa no bofo akwa ofri Nsuta no. Ona ni dini om de koto sunyane team no. Bofo akwata no. Bofo akwata no. No, team no. I'm team na major. So, omo friend Nsuta ha no akonya sam na ma omo ko tena omo anim ha kakra. Ansa na tie omo ko tena abechi ase. Na ye me bebre wo ho. Na omo ko tena ase. ambofo kwa no waben pa no timihwe dache nti ama no ko tanoso in fact tanoso e wo sesia tanoso e bena bisim no bofo kwa na establish tanoso
sa
yeah bofo kwa na so time be kwen ye bofo kwa bofo akwa ne boso no time be kwen. And that history has it that a point in time or confornoche on Osetu to the first. Benina no bofo kwa to den safrebe na be call asotanom. Eko ya mamre. So Tano is to Asante is to Asotano. Tano the last time one then chamba so akoko was the very day no Asante hene no Obiri kuma yi no. Yes, that was the last time for so many years about 70 80 kwasi usunu mbofa kwa time in 1972 73 no na then chamba so bechi akoko. So from the 1978 79 ba no then cham on yi musuo no a na then cham no ebububa nti ebububa sa no ahura akoko no ura akoko na then cham no
waso
so for about 30 40 years no then cham ma say the very day otumfo kwa yi wo brekum no unzo otumfo because bekoye nyankomade bekoye nyankomade
ya mamre ho
bekoye mamre nti da no be ye no afegun se nso na bububa na ba hun se abo na be hura akoko no wa so de ko and therefore brekum ebechem eye typical Asante mane enti bechem bedina sam bechem bekana samwa there is nothing wrong one time ne meka mpete ni breme one time no bechem tam meka mpete ane breme one hena ba ko bi oyare mpete no omde ko okuru bi afram breme ena okowuye enti bechem frontam so bechem ye full fledged like raura bechem like raura like odomase number 2 what I say kwabna kirase for and that Monday na so no Asante man kan kwabna kirase for no so asem so domase number 2 ubetima friend and tapings 2 ubetima kata kwabna kirase 2 ubetima friend bosom twist 2 and that bosom twe no kwabna kire no kwabna kire no no ya bantamani so whoever will occupy odomase number 2's 2 no is equally eligible to occupy the Bantamas too in the foreseeable future.
Odi Bantama kunyama. So this is the history, and I'm using this occasion. So now I know Jordan, or T region, Hennebi Baha, Obishai. I have a region Hennebi, Ebishai, and a bono 4B, Quabracha as a force of Bebeka Basim. On this 15th December no and then I use occasion no chere amanfo enema musa busa sanse netie etie me ma abra menka abakosem dabi
na obeba de so na abakosem so hia nipa no bebre now mama sama wa you bio the containers you know otumfo Asante hene obefra kontana se hene wofa
ni wofa na kontana se hene
sa kontana se so befra otumfo wofa se
okay
kokofu ane otumfo the befra kontana se wofa
sa
na kontana se so befra kokofu ane Asante hene se me wofa se no
yesi abrankese so kra sa
abankase ha oh yeah say bebre now near who ni say adanse akrofom most of them pa adanse akrofom in fact you will not be wrong to say we share Asante Eastern region. I'm not talking about the Krobos and the but Joabin for bebre akrofom and
adanse akrofom
yes and no history has it said akokyere for no free fa say do man kuma bo ade no bo akokyere they are saying that akokyere is as old as the creation.
Abodi mfitiase.
Hey. And adanse for na adanse o abedwamo no. Wo mo no akrofrom. Akofra bante. Na wo mo nsuo bi wo ho as I'm talking now no. Your friend no asuobona.
Nti o mo tade tudi kra. Obeti adanse na bona so.
Good. Now asuobona no as you are talking now. So be ya mamre wo mo adwene no na hono tete shiram. Anti se be ya mamre no na sa aboa no adwene no be ya be adware nso no mu a wa nso no bi ba so so no afianto. Hey, yes.
Anwene no bubo nsuo peti nsuo no wa so dware mu.
Yes. Wa nsuo no bi se bia oyo mu nwane no wo dwane na nsuo no bi bo wa opede akọ ya
kwayon samansie. Hey, nothing.
And we have adanse bronsam so. That's very powerful. Udu kwa pia no ho no mo a. Okọ ho no ma. Ubenya practice crowd practice na practice. Adanse bronsam so and no history has it say how to be flash sisi adane. As far as history has it no. Apart from the ancient Egyptians, ancient Israelis in there, ntemu hadia beni besi adane. So beni can see adane near from adanse for no. Then it means that the ancient Ghana we are talking about said the Amoravis defeated the ancient Ghana in 1024. Not dance here for when masisi badane. So it stands to reason say some of this are dance here for no bebre or one by ache. Look, when we are doing history very well, you realize that in Nigeria, you have the Tiv, the Igbos, and the rest. Some of them know any change the birth of Jesus Christ. Yes. The Tiv in Nigeria, the Igbos in Nigeria, the Yorubas. Some of them are history change the birth of Jesus Christ. When the birth of Jesus Christ in year AD no, BC
before Christ.
Very good. So we need to learn a lot, and therefore there is a possibility that Ubenya present day Ghana no, Ubenya binum year BC. That possibility exists. It is
na sabre no na asase na hokwa na ni party
so. It is never correct to say akanfo nyina besia wo ebono. It is never true. They should learn the history and learn the history well, and stop misleading people. Because if you take a sin appointment in one, a sin appointment in 4 bits on some free, I'm safe is from nearby. Woman, your friend answers to. Woman, answers to. Woman, and Baba could be the friend Tiwa. Tiwa no Poku the first woba. Tiwa no Poku the first woba. So whoever is occupying a sin appointment stool now will call the Asante and say, Papa. And the Asante will call the occupant of the Asen appointment stool say, Mba. You cannot talk of the history of the accounts in Ghana without making reference to the dances. Because even Chebi, Chebi, no, the first chief year, 1365 to 1390, 1365 to 1390. Chebi no, Oyakura, only 2 offense.
Offense your opinions in Chebi.
Chebi. Na Chebi. Offenso edoso oreto adansia akro from a Chebi de kwabe nana Chebi be nana 1365 o oye nana
I say na mu betina ho Chebi nim tina ho ache,
and people don't do serious research. I can phone you now betina bono beti free bono come on, please talk man come back on me. Because oyako phone crown bebre adanse bedwam se be pronounce na man pronounce ya ba bia comfort no che de sika no ko wodua mu no na eda so ho now another interesting thing about Chebi afenso ejoso adansia krofrom fo no tete no se ba bia kwa afuom okasa group no ho no akwa afuom no hu se wo no hu yellow ohun na fe wo no ko ofo ko kakra wase no hu wo no a e so asane ba fie
no hu ni enye
di bia besi that is the history and now so oko na fo hu se kwakwa da bia besi nua so na hu se kwakwa da bia besi dua so na ahwa don de watwam ne kwakwa da bia se e so ba fie. That is what history and nature I am. It is like grabbing any bekwani or kwa former no ko hu pramire. O hu pramire abo na yira wase hu pramire. Ese so asane ba fie.
Abanse pramire.
Ese so asane ba fie. Anyway.
Wow, na lawyer nana Obiri Boahen no we entete ho kakra no atete ho e de akire yi. Na lawyer ne woken giri se nyame adoma na ode enkwa che ya afia besimu no giri se nyame de be che na afia e besimu no ye ba na mebisa sanse se we di breaki the last program ne na kontansi asoma woken na akai masem se penifo se asanteman a ye se yenum no kane no na nyenum sa na nke yensia ya na kontansi kan asanteman eye enum koko fuda bebe kwa insuta ene mampo na nka kontansi ka ho na ne ye ya kontansi free mu no dame ya doma next year ya
be kwa ni kokofu be kwa ni kokofu if you look at the restoration now 1935 31st January 1935 the restoration now be kwa ni kokofu mpase kontansi be champion so it was so many years. Oh, so many years because Kuntanase is saying that look, ukokofu, when you kwamai, asante otumfo kwamai, when kokofu, ba na pa odi karuba pa ya nchuwe nyame, enti ya de na nane nchuwe nyame, kokofu anyini kwamai anyini, otumfo ne nananum na nyina nchuwe nyame, then Kuntanase si oh. Nchuwa nyame na yemu na napo di karibae. Na nchuwa nyame die nana tiwanu. Ne ba na nchuwa nyame.
Okay.
Muda na pa na nchuwa nyame kwa manda ani. Kokofu da olo sa. Nchuwa nyame maame. Ani
kuntasefu
ebara
asa kuntase ya be peni ho
and that in history akoma bakwai ani kokofu benya kuntanase ambe pese be bonbuka but they were elevated to the status of paramountcy cheye ansa na kuntanase so that is the history.
Okay.
That is the history.
Okay.
Kuntanase is saying that nchuanya me ya meba. Muso munana.
Ene se munana no ye
ba. Enti ye kodi ni. So for more than 500, 600, 700 years. No zana kwaman. Ani kokofu ni ba na ma ye no unim ye no nchuanya me ma nchuanya me.
Nana nom ni ye.
Na Kuntanase breaking history no. So yeah mo. Say I said no. I'm also now Kuntanase wo kokofu design me wo fase yeso me wo fase no tumfo akofre Kuntanase wo fa otumfo ba fra Kuntanase wo fa otumfo ba fra dwumakase kase wo fa ati ase otumfo ba fra kokofu minua Kuntanase ba fra dwumakase kase minua
na say etipen etipen
nti kwa mine ayi kokofu dia moyankra
Okay, lawyer na Obiri Boahen no na so pounds media 9 miensa na kesima no be dunso na no nwotwe abo no nkono ye be sorry so obra easy waterproof paint ebeba na lawyer atenase na ebedi nkomo samu ababe to dwamam pusi kusasi issue asam no
na menko into details as a historian, as a politician, I won't go into details. But I'll do with education.
Good.
Men kasa say kusasi for dibem anabe difo.
That be.
Man prisi for dibem be difo. Bebe soja.
Mo.
Men nye prepreja.
That be.
Tama report no nkoya no na ebi ameka madwene. Na the report na ko.
Abantino.
Men kama dwene because tension no ewo soro abufuo no ewo soro ewo security implications ha so me ya champion asoro ne menyante me ti asoro amanfo beba pa wo amanfo beba pa na roma no mintu nyai you know so we just what would hear me bia no
sas ne man position
what would hear me bia no and then you obeti ameka fa kusasi man position no for education for education. It is not for the MPP, it is not for the NDC. It is not for the CPP. It is not in support of Otumfo, it is not against Otumfo. It is not in support of President Mahama, it is not against President Mahama. It is not in support of Akufo-Addo, it is not against Akufo-Addo. Education, addition, the bachelor there.
Good.
You listen, tie. Na fa. Na
wa nkasa si ujina ye. Okay.
Good.
Okay. Nti na ye wi a pandai de no. Pandai de no.
Di gwen wo be bossa.
Ensemu. Wow. Ana face whom NPP de no. High Court ko fodia case no.
Protozoa.
Protozoa. Ana onse investors na yes said dino and also yebekomu kakra ene nsamba akomienu bi aka bia ye de be wuremu ne ye di hu nkomo no pay na won ka bakwasem ide ne man process de no education no farmer ansa ne wuremu
yo see man process kusasi issue is a very delicate and complex
papa
na our historical background in fact min shada enya history bia ewo Ghana ha a very delicate and complex like the Mamprisi Kusasi issue. Delicate. So don't draw conclusion. Obaza draw conclusion manipa no bia wona nete ho. Wote ya asa wa twoba modidi na
anya montem ko. Enfa nkotena badwam. Ona ya asa wa twoba wote ona ya bobo te ho. Na ne baanu nkomo bia mudi.
Ya bobo so de wa twan 4 tots. 4 tots. No bi twan 4 tots no say answer 40 cedis. Na tot no bo ahead na pass 10 cedis 10 cedis. Hey. Can you say can you think top full bottle?
You
know, say let's make it this way. The Mamprisis were the first to occupy the Boko Naba scheme. And from 1721, wa baba be di Boko Naba kunye biano okochea whoever is the Nairi. Now, the Mamprisis, unlike the Gonjas, Gonjas, no, omo defitiwa from 1600 no banana, omo defitiwa. Na se ntemu ano moswa nkuru no so. Na to haji the right hunter. Ene ne mano. Omo de to haji the right hunter na no bi baba be di kuru no so hene. That is the difference between the Gonjas and the Mamprisis. No, the Mamprisis and the Dagombas and the Nanumbas and the Moses. They were not like the Gonjas. Gonjas no mo difitu ano mo de ba
ababisi
abeyehne. So with passage of time no gonja no untanya rebellion
sense o de ono an ba ne besie
ne ba ne nana but the Mampusis were and like the Gombas like the Numbers omu quite liberal, a little liberal. Omuya, nasa mo see him no be shy. Actually. Not just a material can I see ya. Mampusi da gomba ni ade sa no de. Ono de se odi usuria. Na wa yi wa hu nipa e de esiso. Sanko be yi ono ane ba ese omedi mo so. Like the gonjas. Na obeja ma mo nipa adi so. Na mum musi hini no a that is it. Okay. And the Mampusi history, if you look at it, Edu baby krano. Na Mampusi na kakraka say, otimi appointi bi. So okay, ha ayama na musini. Inti musi hene no ha. Mum mame ho. Monko sa nchire ohene foforo bi oba. Na kese na akonya no so. So, no, the Mampusi extended means someone Mampusi extended up to maybe the present day Wala Kingdom. Yes. Then you know Mampusi. Yeah. To the Frafra. I'm saying no crowd your Frafra. I'm saying that's what she say. So that was what was happening. Now, once again, your chieftaincy problems na yenya was the CPP government and the Rollins PNDC government. Politics. CPP government. So with the Ajimambadu Yabuafari Commission of Inquiry no, one more recommendations no. Almost will be cantons. Cantons and idea. Cantons and some fantasy say Nkrunkru. Now the Papa Brenim say Nentia Mampusi Kusasi are very delicate, very complex security implications. And this is my submission. So what take Kusasi pa? What take Mampusi Bokwa? Why wouldn't him history? No, because you are talking about one town Boko. Aye. Baby, no idea say a crowbako. But why wouldn't him history? Why are we knowledgeable in the history? No, and I wouldn't him area hono. Enya Boko. Nkrotuano na ye dunsia. Pusiga. Bulungungu. Zebila. Warikambo. Teshi. So in this my address and this my submission, anytime I make a kusasi bokono, fama kron to dunsiano. Dunsian. Okay. And this is a cambokwa. Not just a new crow bokono kwa. Gabi. Nemum encroto dunsian. And I can. So anytime you hear of the Mampusi kusasi conflict, anytime you hear of Boko conflict, why wouldn't kwadari and I wouldn't know? Obeka say Boko kuro ba kope. And you can't want. But at any point in time, Biano, Boko goes with kuro dunum kanaho. We Dunsia. And that over the new patriotic party in Ukraine, Otimi Yadia Pana. Or sending Crowdy because I can home and I think about the Donisia. Okay. Unkronibia, which were not covered by the Yabua Afari Committee report. Unkronibia, which were not covered by the CPP. Unkronibia, which were not covered by NLC, the passage of NLC Decree 112. No. Unkronibia, which were not covered by PNDC law 75, which was made on, I think, 24 February 1983. But the MPP LI 249, which was gazetted on 1st July 2020, no, a sending Kron Krabi Bakahoma Kusasi phone. And I said, Ebekabo Boko. Yes. So certain areas of Boko are very delicate, very complex, very intriguing security implication. Because you are not dealing with one design. You are not dealing with one town. So me ban from saying asihama yahuno. Me fa say boku yesunyane a. Anytime I bet boku yesunyane. Na bisim ka ho, fiapre ka ho, domase ka ho, nsuatre ka ho, bofokrom ka ho, abronya ka ho, ayakuma so ka ho, abisim ka ho, new doma ka ho, kotokrom. So anytime you hear of boku no, enye sunyane nko a
oba ebia Ashanti region so say bia te say de waka offense so ana manso ewo nkura ho do be hye na se
yaka offense so a mehame ka ho oboase ka ho ampara be e ka ho
nkura be
very good unya that picture
na se manso apon manso adubia manso Kenya
very good
manso we tiri nyina ya manso.
So to the uninformed no na gina say boku kro
e ba ko da bi
but answer na obeti ase hu say boku kro mredunum no ekoye dunsia no ene de airline ababe 20 adonisia. And so that is it. And down. It is also an undeniable fact, sir. From 1721, Mampusi Nedia Kunyana problems started in 1958. Why 1958? Look, and so we are unwritten. Unwritten.
As a oral history now.
When Dr. Nkrumah by in 1947 now, UGCC for no, Omo call to Ghana hanyina. Now I'm the Dr. Nkrumah say General Secretary. Then when Dr. Nkrumah broke away from the UGCC and formed the CPP in 1949. After no, on also nipa binum nainam. So when they appeared before the Nairi no, the then Nairi ka just na oba hai woni mpemfo binum
na buy
do be kire me na say ba wo de ba first na woni be buy no ba kokura nka ho wo ha
no mo way
na dia asem na ba. And according to oral tradition, Dr. Nkrumah tried to explain, she say no me no wo montam, she not say Debbie nsa yede shemkum no
ano an yede tie
so no
to go for mo bra
na sa sembi wo ho a na siesi no montam
na chese na yiri aye mampusi hene no e question Dr. Nkrumah say unua no ma wo mo hya ase no a say waja omumu say wo na wo e na odi Ghana so no kofa wo mu bra
no nya mayor president too. When he broke away and formed the
Kote ne ho no
na
say nka na yiri pese wo siesie Nkrumah ene ni nuanom kaya wote no big six no
yeah
na yiri pese wo siesie wo mu
yeah go no nim why
wonim ne asi
asan ba ya wo mo nka ho bi. So Dr. Nkrumah felt that na yiri amano cold reception
anyina ntum sa.
So what you see? Then Dr. Nkrumah had some of the kusasis. So and when he met the Kusasi elders, they were okay. No, this is the genesis of it.
Okay, not just say Nkrumah Aisha Siano. Say Mampusi for no and support no.
Yeah, the Mampusis were they formed by 1954. They were the backbone of the Northern People's Party.
NPP.
Yes, NPP.
Na Mampusi for na backbone.
Yes,
NPP.
Yes, and Alhaji Baumia's father. Alhaji Baumia's father was the secretary to the
Northern People's
Nairi.
Okay.
And present day Alhaji Yeremia's father, who was then the Bokunaba, was a staunch Northern People's Party, who later joined the United Party. Alaji Yeremia's father, President Alaji Yeremia's father, who was then the Yeremia's Bokunaba, who was a Mamprisi.
And now who educated a power?
So, because among the Numunian were members of the Northern People's Party.
Hey,
so the CPP got support from the Kusasi.
Okay. I say Nkrumah. I can't say Nkrumah kra.
Nkrumah. And in 1957, when the Northern People's Party, because the 1956 elections, the Kusasis supported the cause of CPP. And the Mamprusis, in this contest, so meka Mamprusia, meka Mamprusia Gambaga, Mamprusia Ringu, Mamprusia, or Wale.
It's a Mamprusi Libya.
Sir.
Okay.
They also supported the Northern People's Party in the 1956 elections. You see?
Samum.
Yeah.
Like I said,
so after the 56 elections, now Kwame Nkrumah say, "Yeah, party bia on traba we win." So and Northern People's Party, about joining
NLM.
Good.
National Liberation Movement.
Very good. And Gashima few. And Cranford They all came here. So it was in October 1957. No more formed the United Party.
Oh, not just say, can no party near a busuko, and I say Kaseko.
Okay.
And Timam Pussy for the mum, and Anna a behind NPP, not the People's Party.
It wasn't only Mampusi alone.
And the others come.
Yeah, Ubanya Casina and Kana Sike Tabam. Ubanya Dagati Dombo. Ubenya Wala Fobinum. Ubenya Gonja Fobinum. They all supported the Northern People's Party.
Not just say, they all can cry no Yakwes, so many now, so I'm saying, the Mudu don't know Yan Damam Pussy.
Damam Pussy wom Dagomba Forum. Because historically, no, baby at Dagomba for Becono, Hona Mampusi Gina, Hona Mosi Fogina, Hona Nanumba Fogina.
So we are for.
They are descendants of Nagbewa.
Nipa Bakuna Woo.
Nagbewa, whose burial place in our Pusiga. And now Pusiga is in the hands of the Kusasis.
Now, is it Esanda Boko?
Esanda Boko. You see how complex the whole thing.
Not just say, woman and na. Enna ewo Pusiga.
Yes.
Pusiga ni anda boko.
Mosi ni bia. Dagomba ni bia. Mampusi ni bia. Nanumba ni bia. Banana medni ndi menena. Banana num babia yesie nanam no. Wahu nsamampom.
Anka asantimemu abeka se
bamu good bamu banyina Mampusi bamu Mosi bamu Dagomba bamu Nanumba bamu banyina bamu wo Pusiga
ana Pusiga no so eyanda
now
boko
is under the Kusau Traditional Council.
Asemi
You see how that thing is very complex. Now
and
so by 1958, by 1959, na Kwame Nkrumah ama ya tutu sa krodu nsiano Pusiga, Kulugungu, Orikambo, Teshi, Garu, Tempane, we nyina no. Now they have been affected by the CPP government. Then ewo mo no na the 1966 school no ebai so the when the 1966 school no ebai no the NLC published decree 112 NLC no sanema ahemfo no bia we were affected by Kwame Nkrumah ibia no osane hwane wo ema wo ba fom NLC decree 112 no wa Kwame Nkrumah ma wo ko soro bia no ana wa Kwame Nkrumah ji akonya bi ma wo ana wa Kwame Nkrumah fete bia no NLC decree 112 no asa ama wo sifam wanka Nkrumah bia na mamu breso efa kwan bi so anase bi so agi akonya bi ma wo yesa agi free won say another trouble because you see if you look at the history very well some are contending say omukra Dr. Nkrumah de akonya no mama wo no well this is what historians are ibebre nya full-fledged royals now omunya de hye na politics room Nkrumah ayen political okay, so Nkrumah ba ebia esia bo ana abu akwa
na mo boje no so ye Nkrumah
na se ohene se obi ko report se hene no ye Matthew Hunia oh no ama pam no bo o ma bon Galloway
na Nkrumah tu no
no
de wa boje no so na besi so
it could be that nia we dey besi so no ebia anya de share for kronum
hey
yamani hunu no so the NLC decree 112 came and it affected most of the chiefs in the present day Kusau. Most of the skins how your friend skins so for the purpose of the discussion be doing siano there effective woman and they were all replaced. Oh, how delicate baby and that and another problem mama Wanchi God Wanchi was also affected by NLC decree 112 offenso mampong domi abra one fear question should were affected because it was NLC decree 112 na ma question team free question should not CPC ya Kumasi CPC ya
Crowfrom CPC et
question should team call one fear by virtue of the passage of NLC decree 112
hey
you see then fast forward Kofi Buzia de wanka ho Kofi Buzia de sorted the implementation and a champion by so be come see comme ça na French for can come see comme ça o ko bolaga hotel bu friend come see comme ça
okay
then the major problem we had was with Jerry John Rawlings so when Jerry John Rawlings also came he passed the PNDC law 75 which was gazetted on 24 February 1983 so Jerry John Rawlings also went forward and said wait you know munsi
oh did it to me
yes hey. wait you know monko fa akonya no
na just say ya papa Jerry ne dia no ne Nkrumah dia no ya ase
edo ne ye pe
di wa wo na fa no no osi hene
so Jerry just repeated Kwame Nkrumah dia no a NLC decree 112 si wo mo fam no Jerry no maybe nkado ye say wa NLC decree 112 by bia affect si kron mu nsi mo hene but Jerry NLC PNDC law 75 no Jerry went further to mention names.
Hey.
So Garua, Jerry so una befa. Tempare, una befa. Zebula, una befa. Teshi, una befa. Orekambo, una befa. Boko, una befa.
Na just ono dia no. Na ya kwa a political appointment.
Well, me dey jam team baby. Me la me ma disua. Main couple. Me de wa woti no. Wa draw your own conclusion. You see the situation. Now, Jerry later followed it up with PNDC law 98, which was also passed on 23rd November 1983-84, but it was in November. Now, Jerry went on further to say, ya bane boko, any garu, any timpane, any zebila, any warikambo, any teshi, any hihinano. Wontumi famo kurowe youth
association behind to me ma.
That is 98.
Okay.
And that same day, Jerry passed PNDC law 99, which vested all those lands in Boko, Garu, Timpane, Zebila, Kulungungu, name them Warakambo, Teshi, name them Sankroninano, vested in Sassinina, so beyond to be found in San Kansasino, Yadiama DC. Abane agents assassin Aban bet assassinatum. So you cannot discuss PNDC law 75 without considering PNDC law 98, without looking at PNDC law 99. What can mean sambu? And a typical place bia Sasa ni biti see. Let's put Kwame Nkrumah and Jerry in one basket and Nungwa. Okay. Neodai was made a chief, I think it was in 1958 or so. Then somewhere around the 1960, thereabout, Neodai Omutu Neodai Iku. Omutu Neodai Ikunu. Kwame Nkrumah in 1963, with Oforiatta as the Minister for Interior, pass a law that is EI 68, and EI 68 you know wamuma the district commissioner no one kind so ono na enhwe Nungwa. Interesting scenario about Nungwa.
I said why ya hina ne so
wana Kwame Nkrumah
adabi dia Kwame Nkrumah pa no
aja omo tu no no ye Oforiatta no ye Minister for Interior so onda akachire we say onhwe. Then another interesting scenario enka decrease no any loss no ye free one na yakotu na yakotre na yakofo. But the Nungwa's case a very interesting scenario. Yeah, 68 no Kwame Nkrumah time 1963. But year 18 no Rollins time. Oh scenario no nka
63 no won anim
68
enti nka ebia Rollins time ye nka 60 17 80 70s
ebe year 18
edi entia.
Well, and the year 18 no Rollins supported because Nungwani Oda Ikunu Betunu no na say yatunu yentuno so who say yatunu yentuno and 18 no by say I know Nungwa two properties affairs. Nungwa's two properties in Inano. Rollins confirms say you two omu 2 sisters no machi chirim tare ya 2
but the 2 me
atunu and properties in Emra district commissioner no. So the problem na Nungwa ekoba ayiku angolense no the CPP and the, but you know you cannot blame Nungwa, you cannot blame Walense. The present Nungwa manche. Why on there to the baby? No baby nkrata Kwame Nkrumah ne Rollins no baby nkrata edia him. No ba ayiku ya tu.
Anti
so you see that
coming back to Bokuno.
It's a very naughty issue. Because in actual fact, if you're looking at it very well, the Busangas, the Bisas will tell you, Anya here, Kulungungu Yadia. But now, with the Rollins, 75, and LI 2409 of 2020, Kulungungu, whoever is on the skin of Kulungungu is a member of the Kusau Traditional Council. So, WONTUMI Nkasa. So it's so delicate, so complex. So because a point in time, lobby baby fu ahimfunina. Then analysis decree as number 2 and not the way so went on further to name the individuals. Then PNDC law 75 also the skinned woman analysis naming the individual so who na better so
as a political appointment.
Yes, and then the situation is very dicey. If you look at the Supreme Court decision in 2010, I think it was February 2010, Neo Dai Ayiku versus the Attorney General, and then New Bokite, presided over by Atuguba, Rose Aite, Atuguba Rose Aite. I think 2 become. It's a very interesting case which I'm inviting everybody to go and read. 2010 Supreme Court. Eni Odai Ayiku versus the Attorney General. And
okay.
So it makes it say now PNDC law 75 for no. Him for 16. I know I'm impressive for no. I run this 2 when you know. I run this down for be by. Can you challenge it in court? The decision in New Odai Ayiku versus the Attorney General, which was delivered in 2010, Uko court wa enye wapim.
Na chese yehwemu a yahe nsem no politics and a creative problem.
Madam Tia, Madam education.
Our chieftaincy.
Madam Tia, education.
Na kwase bia. Ne dia medwen ho. Asam we ho. Menya comfortable discussing it.
Oh yeah. Because Bafa ko tokura konya no. Bodu atua heman Bafa ko timi. Pame nkruma timi yayema Bafa ko toti anelen Bafa ko to akonya ne yebutu Bafa ko to akonya. Bafa ko to akonya yebutu no. Obi ane wafa no ko di nkra wo baaye. Ayade man bodu atua stu heman ha no. Circumstances ma wo butu Bafa ko to akonya because with the formation of NLM.
Indeed, not just a nkruma a creative problem our chieftaincy mu.
And Rollins.
Anna former President Rollins and so about so and a nay.
But in PNDC law 70, PNDC law 107, if you guys said, the PNDC went on to say, Nana Kuradu Nkwan, if you guys say, Bano, only if you guys say,
La, yeah, quite that issues because Boku should need it. That's it. Boku should
education. Me educative, but because a very delicate and so, but the CPP regime and the PNDC regime.
Utiaba kwasem. Now share politicians be a din can honoa. Minyaya nanko tumfu ankum.
Na so come, but
young call Supreme Court Kwandai cases.
Yeah, the Supreme Court to Kana or more yard because me sure say say money don't be me say Ghana is sick.
Hey,
the country is sick.
Then you drop in a
oh, just nyame. Because you Oma court pandai, Oma file stay of execution or implementation. In law, in most cases, it is automatically the others are state, if I use it in that term. Then the clerk of parliament and the speaker of parliament say you declare seat in vacant. I was damn surprised. Speaker of parliament, Abambaben. In fact, people like Abambaben, people like Inusa Fuseni, the way I put Abambaben, me put to say Inusa Fuseni, I respect them a lot. But Abambaben, certain decisions so far, me jidie ne bua me demano no, a shanabofum. You a lawyer, you a seasoned lawyer. So, oh, sir, there's a stay pendant. You don't declare the seat vacant because 18 December, and I know ya what day. And then judge in a common ruling. So, judge in a ruling now, why do you declare the state vacant? It means that the country is sick.
I sense so could be see Emma speaker. Oh man, it's not parliament.
But I'm talking even as a lawyer. How do you declare the place vacant? And now Omuko Supreme Court say what them hold on. Look, the country is sick, the country is ill. I monitored Mama Yarga. Mama Yarga can't say binura. But how can say no mudo? Mama Yarga was talking about say corruption. You corruption failure. Also, who will take clean a be, who take clean and I say corruption no fight now or fight no and so any. It is not only political corruption or moral corruption, but judicial corruption. Because how do you have the pendency of a stay of execution of an order or ruling delivered by a judge? Stay of execution pending. No more declares it, vacant. Then with the Yisi, only lawyer, just a maneuver. So why can't you advise the Yisi? The country is sick. The system is sick. Society is sick. We only need God. And yes, I
know the Suhum Afra.
Yeah. So, the Supreme Court has said Supreme Court Akasan. The Supreme Court has said. Because you are going to say, what exactly is happening to us in this country? Huh? What exactly? He was talking about corruption and people should be tried. I don't know on the but he direct law indirectly now Shaka you say Yanshan to 2 year near because Mama Yaraga said and Nima Bebre or number 2 Matuno Efasania Mano. Oh, who can some way? I didn't brain a woe. So soon protozoa the Yamias said, wow, no, but if you look at the law very well, there is plenty. Say you gazette within 21 days as a court. After 21 days, me my yes case will be done. That was in 1997. Ya to abawie yen. And ya boa or the judgments and court to war. Sinyane. But I was in that case and we were led by SK Boafo.
The former Ashanti Regional Minister?
Yes, SK Boafo.
Okay.
He was the lead counsel, Sunyana High Court. Our argument was simple, sir. The law says 21 days, mandatory. Now, we won. Before his lordship just say it. The late just, we won. So, baby beer, no. Baby beer, the law says sha. So after 21 days, sir. Now if you look at the Aquatia, the Supreme Court made us to understand the data, the results were gazetted. So why would they after that day to be and just whap him? Then look at what is happening. We just just remember the renaming of the universities in Nkahu. Because how the NDC leadership they are being so petty. I use the word petty. They are being petty. With due respect, some of them are being reckless. And if I have my we are referred to as being irresponsible, petty, reckless, and irresponsible. Renaming of university, what the accept number? Wako CK Tedam into Marcos said, is it an achievement? Now we are MP, or Frafra area, or Casino area, or Nankani area, or Gruma area, Yanemuno, CK Tedam, Wanyaje. Wawa Dombo, we are Dagati new, we are Wala new, we are Sasala new, Yarenemun into Wanyaje. Uwa Kumasi ha, we are Santinio, we are Hafunio, we are Hinio, MPP, and this Yarenemun into Wanyaje. Hey, Nasabi pa, dear here Ghana for pa, and only renaming. And your mom rename Jubilee House. Let them rename Jubilee House. And I will say, Wamia Mema. Let them go on further and rename Kotoka Airport. What type of bunch of inward-looking politicians are we dealing with? I call them inward-looking politicians. President Mahama, Sadiachi, me at this ability agitation, sir, Confanoche, at the Kwame Nkrumah University, no. How will you feel? Oh, your penny behave something as a penny. I don't know OSP no the other no woman feels for su kwachim churo say Maumunyai. And then the speaker and the majority chiefship they drop it. Are we not treading on a dangerous ground?
Now is a okra now press and Kayenya bibimfa ne papa di ntusi. I don't know if
I said that be me call Laura Laura mebano omo chira me ne papa mu nam ka so omo pe se bole ho no senior high school kra omo fanto ne papa. I suggested it ono de ne ho kra wan hu so be suggest sir. What kind of leader is this? I'm extremely surprised. President Mahama, with your age and your experience, you should not be a party to, you should not be a privy to this kind of irresponsible political activities going on. Now, Ubeti, Professor PhD holder, be America. Sayari do, or sit the year. Ah, come on. Sagana pa, Sana Mawisa before no, Babeti Junu Womunu, Sanya Junun Kwana Yansa. The Bilim Junu Wamti Yansa. I've been saying, sir, look, that once upon a time, there was a man, Donald Adabre, PNDC time, on the Masunyana Coronation Park, yet fair. What is Sunyana Coronation Park to Donald Adabre? I'm your Boahen. Yes, a cocoa for dia, Mingila or estate or Mingila a champion time. Obey estate you or Bua Dan Nessia. What they Donald Adabre, what they Sunyana Park and to Atuna Donald Adabre, Onya Bonnet, never. Ya took Kumasi the Babaya, right? Onya bonnet. And you think that only NDC from Kwana said, "Do want to Bibiana." And you think that MPP from the way Yansa woman schools you be oh from Bali secondary school. You couldn't even name it after your own father.
Maybe on one casa de Trianca say, aha, what the attorney papa.
No, what is wrong? His father played a major role. You cannot write the history and politics of Ghana without Ye Mahama.
And the just will be the bit me. I am not saying, I yes, Rebecca.
I said the rare Yabon run my I gonja coming to the school to Yabon secondary school, and I am secondary school, and then I secondary school. You didn't want for the to you, and sometimes you people when I sat for the can.
O say to senior high
school. O say to I sat my secondary school. They done that. Opokuwari. Prampe. Obatraka no Obiri and Devian organs and devoasem, Devian organs and devoasem. And senior high, and Kaba now, ya Pedro Crab, ya Kinaman for ya Atonia, because you can hire the Biswato. Why don't you name Senior High Boahen Coco? Why don't you name Domase as Antepimbusa? Naming and renaming, and no more Dendi. And I know because I'm sorry, me saw me for one. A classic blogger. Yeah, we are crap, very a crano, and not just a 24-hour economy. Juma. Sabi before the end of class, or move a pay Silo Sata. No, Comenia Bibrato.
Ene more than Ghana.
Some of the bloggers who think say sanka ye ton slaves are nka be ton wo mkra. So when we say be ye the same ankra kwa no anadwo be ye about 2024 economy. Akwada so frekura bi so don akichi don fan bi ni say wa konkan. Ye kan akichi don fan. So President Mahama NDC, you think that the economy is on good footing, eh? A lot of people are now employed. It's a recipe. It's a recipe for anger. Bebrenya jumanye. Bebrenya jumanso ya katua ni sa. Wakwane nye. Ka enko. Basis yanya juma. I mean, look at this. And you're not planning on the guy renaming and renaming. So majority, yeah. Mudia munim the rua binima plan. I know the rua. Binim the CPPB. They said Donald Adabre. What you say? Huh? A binimu ya very decent. Uko sunyania. A German samba ya renaming by a minister no. Oba ya regional minister. Oh yeah, CPP, but he was very good. The bro ha kwasunyane sese nyina o gasa German san na wo hankasa asem we nyina betimi aba. Na kofa bibi de to German san, what is wrong? O kofa bibi de to German san, what is wrong? You can't be so petty like that. You cannot be so petty like that. Get project na ufrasi na yesi nkuko no wahe so badane double na badane confirm. What Ghanaians are actually suffering in Burkina Faso, the man is not talking of naming and renaming. No, you see actual construction, actual reconstruction, actual development of a country.
Infrastructures.
The man is not talking of naming and renaming. Yes, me. Yakwanenye. Ya bibia nye. DC ya yadna court for contempt. So oya galamse ni yadna court contempt ni afine no. And still is there. No disciplined government, no disciplined leader will accommodate this kind of a situation now. DC in here.
Ya crowd you better ya say oh. Ya jelly no 8 days. Maybe I say ni nyan ya sabe nyan.
And Mahama is not try to instill discipline into the DCs. Ni only money naming and renaming. Ajenyankopono. And you have some very 2027, 2026 Obey Eko was chairman, 2027 Obey AU chairman. My foot, AU or Eko was in Faso Benoso. And then Burkina Faso, Niger and Mali Kurano, Kakrebe Acha Omba achieve common currency. ECOWAS of 1975 up to now, ECOWAS currency, WONTUMI Nyambakokra. That price of probably my young. And now some Jonah are complaining about Niatron or Nigeria. ECOWAS here, Jumanka Sam Jonah. Says Sam Jonah and Niatono. Now some Mobo. A Ghanaian like Sam Jonah being subjected to this kind of treatment in Nigeria. Now, ordinary Ghanaian, the idea in Nigeria.
Ebi idea Azuma Hoibina.
You live in a country like Ghana, and I know Makwachini 35. One say, Wamuya Saba scammers. Wamuya Nigerians. Man, papa, you have good quality leadership. And Kayado Wamuko court to know you deport them. They ain't saying any friendly leadership. Because I come banning in Ano, Mamani Mayano, Wamakumano, Uru. And not Mikato said, Naya Casa Kotua, but Vosa President Mahama Nyano. At least I have 1/3 will go out.
Abrukra.
Only the own. Naming and renaming. So, what message are you telling the Dagatis? Oh, yeah, Dagati near Wutiamia. Fabiana, MPP Fabiana. And then Dagati for Namu Honinano. Any NDC for Dagati for Mahuniasi. Kasina Nankana for no NDC MPP Mahuniasi. Asante for na mo MPP na ati. What is the school did never say no. And you think this is an achievement.
Apia menka.
And you think that is a apia menka nye obi a obeka so ya MPP nko asa because tema Professor Mills take commission bi no review commission bi say wo review constitution no. Professor Wanfa apia menka nka ho. What kind of leadership is Mahama?
Hey.
I mean, this is the money.
Yes, see.
What disappointment to Ghanaians? Now, whole PhD holder be America or see over changing any the EU. I just be honest, our government was up so, and your ferry amount. A PhD holder in America, somebody who is a lawyer in America, or somebody who is a lecturer in America, then you're the government was up. What kind of characters in it?
Now, South government was up, no? Na. Yeah, found to be.
Make of you Boahen. Sure, and sabi ka fracture. Me jabare me tono magene na makoda sa ayi so. Me tono magene.
Oh, yes, somebody here to my power.
They are paid. They have been paid. But me tono magene. I am self-made man. I'm a disciplined lawyer. I'm a disciplined character. I'm a God-fearing person.
And you know, just government was up in Tini Jai assembling in Ama Unkwa na okay. Will be uncabiza na
banka. But you know, it's not the best. Yakwanipa. You know, guess I'm saying, but President Mahama, it will be a children on that. Isn't it Mahamani and Nuni?
But are you surprised?
I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Oh, chef, previous a year.
That's himself. I got to know fear no dear. And then he had told me in an Obeki Canoe. No, Mr. Becky Canoe. This year, I did not quite finding no contempt in the other did not. What? I just come for Jerry John Rollins, Professor Moss, Kofi Fabuzia. Ajakum Kofo, Jerry John Rollins, Kofi Fabuzia, DC, Wako, ya final, Nadina Okeda Sotiro. Rollins so time, no edu baby so dia to Chamano.
The near be home.
Ajakum Kofo time, near be home to Chamano. Professor Moss so time, near be home to Chamano. Kofi Fabuzia wo tan no a nia ba mi ho tu chama no ani na ha mai adai na ma ha mai won't because he can some no if you're not careful and a dollar I idea dollar gina dumienu dollar o dumiensa dollar you say move free so dollar is 17 and kadenti na am to TMPP better come and fix it and you get a blogger somebody on government WhatsApp on crowd the whole year crowd no ohun dollar no bi da no wanya bi da no ye dede ti say sabi komo tebi anope na ka say a 24-hour economy na ye adwuma fi say contractor na ye adwuma won sem nkwanso no o ye adwuma 24 akwan ba so ye kurase ni Jasmo go to Takrade. 2020, Jasmo was doing some of this. Now, you know. But I cry also and Baba Soraka. I don't know. Mamincha, as a train in a Nigerian, I can take.
Nana, as a train.
I tell Tabi, Amakasa Ghana, Nibia, Bishi, as a train in a Nigerian, I can tell Monanase. Wa mama ni fuku wa bwami ni fuku wa maya sasia ya bo otum for so adan ma ya bona ma ne e ba be otum for say to the second
estate. Yes
anti akase
otum for say to the second estate
na kwa koyi mi hu adi akere edwoso
yes
man hena me nyanko yi mi hu adi nkire edwoso man hena because oye no ontu ye wi a wa ye bibia wi no
ansa na wako
ya ora sana wako bo edwoso man hena amane ansa na why and you know matise mehame so say obema yembisa
da ba mehame ana I feel so mehame
also say obema yebi am say ti one day oseti to the second estate yeah so I think that enema ko kakra nkawe nwabia jafo no so nwabia atwemafo no ana adwuma kase kase o adwuma kase kase una misuhwe wani mu a minisi obeba
yes
osomambi na me fanya o say
the second estate
yeah abachia obia and like I said
na kofu ino so ya chia no
na kofu ino me chia no kofu ino de said bia me say medeka ne nyankɔkye ano no maaye bɔne kokofu hene ne kuntana se ne bekwai o so nyina me do asɛ me kɔkye awo mu makɔ akɔkye nya nipa bɔne ne yam nya sɛ me mpɛ basɛm mpɛ basɛm pa tafo ahwɛ me fa tafo ahimfie ekɔ wɔ ka me fa hɔ sɛ do me fa hɔ da na no na nkɔ fa hɔ okay ekɔ wɔ ka me na mo am sɛ ahimfie yɛ fɛ na dan kakra ka bi so ne hwehwɛ ahyehyɛ opposite tafo ahimfie I'm fear. That's right. The chow be a Ghana Nibia, MPP Nibia, Michel, and DC Nibia, Michel. Obia, Yaguso, ya campaign, Dr. Mahmoud Baumia. Who's a campaign team, no men come. That be. Oh, the area special role. I'm Bafa Branya, around the campaign team on Cajon. Even we are campaign team in Cajon. In the years of a convert, I pray. Send Uncle Ponoma Baumia. On winning for the MPP primaries. Now winning. No, because let me be very honest and sincere. I'm one particular person. Let me feel say, look, I took the MPP on. Me say mo de asase Ghana sika so ye ko cathedral. Moti, banya no sa. Mo se mo ko escatry, me na se mi. Three nem from kura mutin the buy no ma ko escatry. I took the MPP on, but I don't care. Attend the diabel di mini, I don't care. Me dem to ho. So abobo. Team. Mahama Bayan, so the person near Mount Conanim. But you know, it looks like Mahama has disappointed every level-minded person, except to Oma Omunya Bibem Kunu family Dino. I have some of his appointees. No, people we knew them, people who took to the streets of Galam say, Kufado Mai, and now Wama, they cannot take to the streets to prevent him in demonstrating. They can't do that. But let me take this opportunity to congratulate my boss. And when I'm cool, what position a man for traffic, maybe a traffic. So it works well. But we I'm if I come so okay. Minimum shada, but mammy mona basso. Zuba na do not have a friend. Me mona basso, send your why and a pa. Because in actual fact, the MPP time, young ones could do bronya, came a boss to be a man, or Mubegina ho, so when could say, but where am I who be? But quite our fast Casaya, minimum near Papa Monsono. I know ye, because you see, to me, the Oman who call Tim Cassia, M.O. to me, woman who call Tim Cassia, M.O. Abana. Wakaso be chow mumbana. I'm for Casaya, you know. I know what Tony down your Nancy. I said, Abana, you won't chat now. So I said, the war you won't know. People like Kodonya Michamafo. Very perfect gentleman. Sunyane, Kodonya Michamafo. There are some characters in NDC. There are some characters in NDC. You know, some characters in MPP swat. Very perfect ones. But overall, money have been me Obiri Boahen. In terms of being forthright, yes. In terms of honesty, in terms of sincerity, in terms of God fearing, and you'll be to me, maybe no the uncle. We are that one to me. They say the because you feel that in economy now you are saying sir dollar no see the now stable. The prices of items is so echo. Every time I'm appetite thought on say a 10 cities. Appetite. Now appetite thought on a 10 cities. Huh? What I say? Now football to bear saying. Now Guinness bear saying, Star bear saying. I know a more bag bear saying. I have one call for say. I see you bear saying. What I say? I mean, when you basic minimum rent, we are back to Tumwa. She can't wa hifa. Ya to light bill.
water bill.
We don't have visionary characters. We don't have visionary people running some of the countries in Africa. We don't have visionary people. Na manu sabeka se Ghana be ko World Cup sika bebeka se de be ko pa utia na wani sika Ghana de be ko World Cup e sika Germany de ko World Cup e sika Holland de ko World Cup e sika Belgium de ko World Cup na then you have some intellectuals ya ka chi abrofo black and white na then na mu kan se muhunu sei kwase broni na ye den kwase broni ba ko ye no the slave trade if you're very knowledgeable. If you are very knowledgeable, slave trade, you know, and yeah, Abrofon Kwan never teach you before. Arabs also captured that before. People don't know. People don't read the history.
Abronya investment.
Abronya investment company. 0243
02 na Chilemu Ankasa Abronya investment company no.
Oba. O asase woton obe hu yan. You will get to somebody to buy. O pass asase swata. O pe fiata. Obe hu yan. We will link you with somebody. No large scale. We also pass as a cashier. Our part of Bono East and Bono for farming investors. We will support you, assist you. So what you are saying? Virtually, we do a lot of things. Obidoka. Namo sikano sabi.
Sika cashier.
Sika cashier. Say about 30,000 there. 30,000 there. Due respect, and you say you better don't come. You don't want that one. You don't want that one. So what you say? So, President Mahama, yeah, baby.
Okay.
No man,
easy for her on the banana. Answer no lawyer, sorry, I can't lawyer. Yeah, mammy be in the birthday, and mammy, what one call for papa, Nadiano. Eh, the demo. Yeah, mammy, Nana Kwame Hamu. Ya mami meli yobia woto aduane ewo eye krofrum open mo jollof ne chese nuane ahodo bebre a
e beka ko pebia
wa gini di wo mambeli ene your birthday enti the general manager away bus ene emperifo chese edom ni nyina say happy birthday to you
birthday
yankopon koso anyo keswa koso abu amanfo saa ana we honorable Yaya Alisco P we're director of communications United Nations Peace Ambassadors Foundation Ghana was say oishi papa so ayo ndi edino
ama yo everybody na
enti
mesorako
anti nyame ya domo a
to be in January
next year
next year na ebeshia we will come back full way but you know I'm not comfortable with the nature of how the economy is faring no from planes a bro wo body wo bayire ne bo wo from because road no roads na eba no nye. And if Rwanda tiba constructive roads not in Adwati Nkrumah and you mreti medru Kigali airport and then Entebbe airport ni ya de kwa Buruchira na ya Ghana ha na dabia MPP NDC MPP NDC MPP NDC is that how to go about this? A lot of them are not working.
Jojo Paul Dankwa Oti region KJB
KJB channel
NHIA projects director.
Okay, you and evidence.
Lawyer Nano Obiri Boahen Yachen in Kano. Now dim bibi. Said you're not lawyer I can't say near dying who are assuming. Would you be Sanwa? I dinini enti easy tenacity. Easy bra. Da yanya dey yensie ya dan so tiase nukura nie u di bronya akọwe nkoko na udanye edanu manenya fe
ansa na
wa ye say obi atobronya atade
for sure
e was at edanu nso ehye bronya atade
ansakra ansa na wa ye odeko ni
na de ye ne say
good
paint madan ye fe
why not
easy paint no
yes
enye dan fen kura nkwenti
there be a bomb by preservation
bomb by kese na
sama
easy so ya unim
Yes.
Na saying I am se me pe abro na me ne fie.
Okay.
Ha. Say yes penti ahodo bi e ma apemfo kra pon.
Oh, why not? Some of the nema boni fra.
Penti ahodo bi kum kofo bi no.
I'm telling you, be brainy free be brainy prusio, be brain. Nema painting. Oh, painting. I'm for fun to say just ordinary painto. But obetimi akotwa de bi nema be bree. I'm for the bar system no me fake.
And it's easy painted there. And also be used.
Yeah, manufacturer no haya. Yeah, they are o cotton wonu. It's my main for on this biggest platform. So now there be a day can say Hana Santamani Ghana man unity.
Yes.
And we are say because more cannot create. Now once I will be Boahen. A painter and painter what jet to since 2002. It's me papa de be to say na sort show no so. All kind of create am so made no press so better chapa easy bit.
I papa ade fe. Name mama lady Adefe.
All right.
One more Canada.
Okay.
Na easy me recommend ya mo.
Oh, watch your crown. Because the woman they say easy paint and only paint and they Ghana. Me mama ya utie me on this biggest platform so. And to say disappoint you. And to say we know who so baba beto. The American che one say ya so ye kese pa no e nkran na wo ya Beka Junction traffic light. Ho na headquarters na nkasa ho. Say upedudu atu ana pe ba ko ato a wo be frɛ yen 0593
0593
70
76
96 0593
76 96
winning number ora ana babawa ana my sister me nua bema obefre.
Yes.
Now we place orders. You have two sizes of the bucket. You work a sepa and that TV so boy no 15 liters. And then work it to 5 liters. But bibi awo Ghana any distance barrier my. Una hu say bibi awo ho chiriji energy. For ko ka bia tun crying about last stop. Ka bia tu kuma security about last stop. Near the gumama na ya de abawa buwa no. No mo was ya swati say onsaka. Easy penny paint and say wo dance bomb bunya. Ananse won chance ni so likia. Ananse won chance no so awe na achia de ka chewa ne say enkobo kakra san ko ton chance from a buda no so madada na e wo so na anwo so ne yem be penti so mawo.
Yes.
I would draw twice imprenu wo dan so ase na frofro no ya ba ya betu ebu ni arere dan na se nyina mawo ne ya sampepa ne ya clean walls no na de obeto and the evidence auto easier unto bibia na de afra
nsuo nko a
foku em de se waka
now the easy ko count down wi a obi aba obeka se why.
Oh yes. E ye painter de the count down say obi free krotia na oba ofia opeja ni ti e dan ye fe ye fe ya renovation foku wo si dan foforo si da bi e dada na ma easy for other roma ma be paint do oba na so ni painter kra ka kire ye so wo painter so oba e fe and obi o ye odwuma ma ni wachi na woni ni mra ni ye nche ko obi fa so akọ mix paint no o de ye adwuma no enti easy de o de ya na o de asem ya baste ya baba santemani wiase ne Ghana enti say nani de di kan na wutie mi a the year can say, me na me the PR for easy paint Ghana. It the American say, I did be American show be and do easy paint there and only number 1 paint in there. Ya buy other competitors na a Ghana free system no because obu to be match the quality of our paint. Because painting it is not mine. Painting a modru. Painting a say time. The paint out the count down. Wa be hu say what the papa. It is you nyuma be bra ya. Ebi wo ho eya na ye de ba ma mo de 2 TV so mu se de e pese e kire nie enti easy de yawo de ya na de asem enti nana kwa mbe so wo nyu ni bia de fa ba kum ye no bi eto no obi ohwe no o mu se de me pese me kire nie enti easy de make can say and then me ma me papa fraying start calling us a number just only one number yem pese ye be confuse mu nti no ye ma mu number mienu miensa bia we ni number echo directly to ebaba wa de pick calls e wa head office Accra 0593 70 7696. Na mane that TV screenshot is here and start free. O free ya. Can was MBA be say mix it 2 or 3 buckets of paint and amount. E be amount. E be about certain specific colors. E be amount. E be up say ye dey ye di good can mu di bra o aso ya ye be amount. It say be up say ye be akacha ya. Easy paint ye ndi wiamo. Bronya dey make can say what to mu ndi wan nyina wie say na fokuo kan na odi kocha wasi bi odi kocha wo boss bi odi kocha odofo bi now the easy paint 15 liters kesi no be 10 buckets 5 buckets 2 buckets so boss me no why you adwuma che why me papa the whole of this year me disappoint you dey bet me ayama wan say the easy paint for paint wo fie ha na fie ha nya fe na gatherings abaye no during this Christmas any new year no ane deco da bebon ama high tun kama easy dia da bia de meka se obeto a eno ni paint and say nsuo wura dem say nsuo fi dance na eba say nsuo fi walls no ho na eba there were a lot of buildings wo kuma se ne Ghana ha nsuo no nom dan na ma so on dem akira hu say e dan ne pillars kwa ne iron bars ni na eyi kakra odofo entra wo ma dan ne sei e dan yen sei no barada ye bo ho ban e ma nchiri ma so bedam bi
yes
edan yen se no so bi pe wasem no di jawa wo so transfer mo bi enti bo ho ban hweso yie na dan sie enafom saa so na se unua ba bi no se me pe wasem enti me di achawa e the same thing as hweso yie enti easy dia make nyina ne se odofo a hutie me animonyam ne integrity ekura ya edit studio ha no ye be dada ense osika paint the dudro pi your yellow your white your red your green your ash. Name the color that you know. I will rainbow colors. Ebe yama. So one Freddy, ye who say yare. So one Freddy, ye who say swimming pool now. What problem no? Our problem. Unless I be free, na ya babe pentu pool no amount. No one who said this is really what we are saying. Now what be the quality between the other competitors and the Easy Paint? Easy Bagana 40 to 45 years. Ye nya some da. Ye nya do so ye nya sem.
Oba ye so dance yanko a.
Adam se me na ma dance panko na me tia ye kono. Obi obi hu me bia oh Papa Easy. Papa Easy makoto paint ni bi. Na mo paint ni say papa na mo ni age. E chese dance na ba no kwa alone is enough. Frame se see na ma bronya yi enye bronya be ye ode. Send the bronya by your dad, just what paint you compound. This what paint you fear or pub. Pub where you find yourself, say my normal. Restaurant, a hundred papa, the yam travel with you. Hotel, yam painting more as your bomb bunya.
Hotel, I run it down. I
tell you, why will you sit there? None the painter by everyone said the general, Yentumu, everyone that form.
That's right.
Last year, Kwaname boss says, Uncle Beso to Mamma Nakasa, I will go back first quarter of the year. No, you're gown. It is a CIA, I said, but Toby, see on your painter, a friend say, for go to see expire, Easy Paint and expire in expiring date, and Keki, and Tisu, and to say Yanam DB.
Easy Paint and expire,
maybe, and San Tisu, and San Keki. We will be fear for 2 years. I say Bronya, and I'm the better trim them. Now, why if I for Kobe Samia? Yes, well, say yes, easy near. It's the American say, Yapen Yabagana Hatwa, can tell the non-penny say, in Kefan Guju. There be none bet. That was so many years ago. Easy by a sense, Abeno. And then can tell you how the coach ye. Yes. Ubu so gum nesi wa elikinya he. Sani pese chese ye 2 million na chechi no. On chance na enyu no. Sani e penti so a.
Oveka se nyankoma de. Nyankoma de. Yes. So we so de e physical. E your life and physical. Mama me kan ten so open kese. E na mabutu ni. Se so wo ma kan not for nyina nti. Nti unim say studio so ye fa kan ten ra. Ye fa so ra. Gidie. Easy betu bia. Nti me di so kitua bi na begum. Ama wiase ne asantema nyina. Peja nsuo no. Me peja no open kese. Ma peja no nie. Because me G easy didn't know me say frame me 0593 70 76 96 0593 70 76 96 I'm on the phone the code ni be dikan +233 okay +233
593 70 76 96 Openi afede me mama kenten so papa ya
kenten dada no
me dada no
dada kenten
openi de so menya bia na ya ma
fa nsam nu nsuo
me de mi sabe num openi enu ni
nsuo no ne nsuo no gum
nsuo ni eti won asama me kemre na yetu ada chezi enyunu
dabi
eti we de ben bio na me san kanchero as the PR for easy waterproof paint
Kentempo.
Oh, yes.
Ya the easy waterproof paint.
A painting sea blue and
na ya di nsia gum na ntimi anyu na
de ben bio na me
kan chance no be da anyu no
e be da anyu no wo da na nsuo be da ba
wo da na no wo ase be da ba
ase no be da ba boss eti ye me twa ni pankontombo wa ye me da da nyusika if you ba ha ni mu de boda rafini obi di so ba
obi mfa
odam krom foku obi aso wo shirt zebra advert na na brand ni ye no oboa
dabi
obefrey for the last time yes
asempetia nti se opese open ahemfa ne de penti pool mu meboa
bibi biara ye do floor tiles man ye
floor tiles yes media to
yes auto tiles go and cement tiles
ye timi de
polytank
and chance
oh be say polytank no so bi o ni so na bogum so where yes ya ne mo ayetro utimi e ba e be penti polytank no mama kama
and you painted die.
You painted die. You so many things that you cannot believe. Abra. So to a brave, you say that you be embungumo. The Bible painting. You say painting it's a mine. It's about a so was no. Motive ban say it is going to prevent the walls from caving in. Yes, it's easy there. Remember YDP. Now how they mren ya the jumantino. So because I me bobo, who don't any problem. Who need painter? There was trained painters, a cheap painter. As I'm speaking right now, we're within Ashanti region. My mama be here Juma who will be now bar now in a bar near man in church because buckets will be on show look at them mixing one go for more than necessary. It's me and I say who will be on GD when the money or you Juma for the bra. Or back house on abattoir. You were recommended painters only easier over 40 years. Because easy by 45 years. Imagine all those painters somebody easier age man.
Okay.
It's the answer over fraying. 0593 70 76 96. Abroche for no. It be a baby sober. Must see down be good new site, old site. Mumbai by the among frey +233 593 70 76 96. Fogo efishapa.
Afinko Amateur da.
Yabachia will be biara, especially the boss. This is Paris, France.
Your friend say
the great Alhaji Musa.
Alhaji Musa.
Yes, the great Lebanese guy.